Hello and welcome. Welcome to my first podcast of 20 podcast episode 2026. Can you believe it? Yes. This is the 2nd of January, and as this new year begins, I wanted to offer something a little different. So, something that I've written from my heart to yours. So it's not something generic, it's not a meme, it's not a list of resolutions, and it's not, how can I say, not another promise or something, and you have to become this new person. It's just a moment to reflect and see where you are. Um, so wherever you are right now, just listen and see how it feels in your body. Um, and while you're listening, I also would like to invite you to just to notice how you are breathing at the moment. Maybe just, yeah, for a moment, check that your exhale is longer than your inhale, and just slowly start to softening your breath. Not try to control it or manipulate it, but just slightly changing that out breath. So the length, like I said, the length is longer than your in breath. So breathing in and breathing out. So just a moment to arrive in this moment. Um, and then I would like, as I said, this time of the year is often filled with a lot of messages. New Year wishes, affirmations, inspiration, it's all over. So here is mine. And I took some time to write this, and it's personal, and a wish from my heart to yours. So as you step into this new calendar year, may you continue your walk as a pilgrim of the path, not striving, not chasing, but to listen with your whole body, mind, and spirit. May you stop pursuing what does not truly resonate with you and instead begin to attune to the relationship, the places, practices that harmonize naturally with your being. May you become aware of what you tolerate and accept, what you nurture, and notice how it lives in your body. How are you embodying this? The tightening or the softening? The breath and the silence. May your standards rise not from force, but from self respect and truth, authenticity. May you allow more stillness in your days, trusting in that in the quiet moments the soul becomes audible. May your healing deepen through presence until all triggers lose their charge and the nervous system can remember safety. May you treat your peace as sacred, listening carefully when the body says enough and honoring its wisdom by stepping away when it's needed. May you remember that time is a vibration, not something you chase. And may you choose to spend it where your breath deepens, you become still, and your heart steadies. May you listen not only with your ears, but with your cells, with your heart, hearing what is spoken and sensing what is felt beneath the words. May you conserve your energy by not engaging in frequencies that drain you, trusting that silence can be a powerful form of alignment. May you learn to distinguish between the loud urgency of the ego and the subtle rhythm, the quiet song of the soul, and may you have the courage to follow the quieter pulse. May you soften your grip on what you cling to, allowing breath, sound, awareness, and presence to dissolve what no longer needs holding. May you honor rest as an essential integration, remembering that even the body needs pauses to retune and to recalibrate. And finally, may you remember who you were before the noise, not by searching outward, but by returning inward again and again and again and again. May this year be one of deep listening, embodied stillness, and gentle resonance. Now, I want to gently bring this into the body, into something practical, something you can return to again and again, if so wishes. You know, intentions and prayers become meaningful when they are lived, not just named or thought of, or, but when it's actually written down and lived, as I mentioned. So, and for that, they need a place to land, right? So, as the holidays are coming to a close, many of us are returning to what we call the normal life or the rat race, as I always call it. But yeah, before the pace picks up, just take a moment and you think of this. It's because so many of us move through life with full minds and tired nervous systems. You know, thoughts loop, emotions linger, and clarity starts to drift. It starts to feel out of reach, or you forgot. You know, clarity might be something you think, but it's actually not. So, and it's not because we're doing anything wrong, it's just because much of what we carry or what we are going through, you haven't allowed um, enough time to actually feel into it and really be with it, you know? So, this is where journaling becomes a very powerful practice and an ally. Over January, I'm inviting you, so I'm doing like a 4 week journaling journey. Um, and an exploration of how writing, and especially by hand, not by typing everything out, but by hand, how that can actually support your nervous system and to calm things down and to categorizing your thoughts, basically, how it can support your brain health, your emotional regulation, nervous system regulation, and coming into this place of stillness and a deeper self-awareness and presence. So it's all about learning to listen to the body, to the nervous system, to the quieter parts, those how can I say, the energy below or beneath what is said, our thoughts. Um, but yeah, so each week opens a different way of journaling. You could say a different doorway, different portal. But each week focuses on releasing what's been held, what needs to be let go of, retraining your attention, bringing in presence, bringing in self awareness, building resilience through reflection. Yeah, and embodying thoughts or intentions, prayers through writing with the hand and organizing your thoughts. So, in this way, journaling becomes, like I said, the embodied companion, and reminding you to the intentions that you are setting. So it's a way of translating your awareness into choice, insight into a lived experience. So all that's required is a notebook, a pen, and your time, the willingness to do the work, to meet yourself honestly. Nothing to fix, nothing to be perfect, just your presence. And if you feel called to go a little bit deeper, I will be recording YouTube videos alongside. So, so if you do feel you want to go in deeper, you can always go to my YouTube videos, which I will share in the newsletter and with links. So, these videos will not be lessons, and you can just simply see it as a companion, you know, just to go deeper and to sit with it. And yeah, I don't know, it's giving you a little bit more of guidance. So, if this resonates with you, consider this invitation to look out for my newsletters every Friday. And then with the newsletters, obviously, to slow down, to meet yourself, and then take that notebook and pen and start to write. Small steps and steady practices so you can create real shifts and embody all these thoughts that are drifting around. You can put it on paper and turn it into something um, physical. So it doesn't stay in the mind, but in the body, and a way for you to move through life, one page at a time. So that's my invitation to you. I, so I hope you have a wonderful 2026, and I wish you all the happiness and joy, and that you will be on this journey with me. And I also do want to thank you for being on this journey for me this far. And I look forward to this year, and focusing on journaling. I think it's a good way to start the new year. Absolutely. So, with that, I think that's it for this week. I will connect with you again next week when we will start our journey. And until then, enjoy the last few relaxing days for those of you that are going to go back. Um, for those that are still, how can I say, it's not on holiday, well, thinking of you. And yeah, be kind to yourself, look after yourself, and I will connect with you again next week. Have a good one. Lots of love. Namaste.